Mixing engineers have fixed recording problems using parametric EQ since the 70s. EQ in all its varieties can correct certain issues, but recordings often get complicated with many factors like equipment, location, and level of isolation. When EQ can't get the job done, engineers spend time devising intensive and specific solutions. But what if we had a modern tool for modern solutions? This is SplitEQ, your new go-to audio utility. Hear how it revitalizes this home drum recording, which is dull and boomy, has too much hi-hat bleed, and lacks focus and detail. Without compressors, transient shapers, or gates, SplitEQ alone brings these tracks to life with definition, punch, and balance. By separating the transient and tonal parts of a signal, SplitEQ offers an experience more dynamic and precise than any other surgical EQ you've used before. Cutting high end off a track which has harsh elements like sibilance causes collateral damage by reducing breathiness. SplitEQ excels at making compound adjustments that fix problems and add production quality. With two parametric curves to address core aspects of a track, you can experience the accuracy to separate front-end consonants from the sustained note of a vocal track. This flexibility allows you to add sheen without harshness. It also allows you to shift the vocal perception from dry and distracting to soft and more diffuse, which is perfect for harmonies and doubles. Master the art of vocal placement in your mixes using this fresh and effective technique only with SplitEQ. For the times when microphone placement and technique is at issue, we've got you covered there too. If you end up with a suboptimal capture like this, trying to fix the detail and presence of the recording is no small task. While acoustic guitars are especially susceptible to suffering in the mix when attempting any corrective EQ adjustments, SplitEQ has the tools necessary to bring out the strum and shape the resonance of the instrument body. Now that the guitar has more depth and clarity, the vocals feel much more supported. But the mix could use a little width. With the freedom to pan bands by either tonal or transient, SplitEQ can approximate the spatialization of a stereo recording by shifting strum sounds to the left and harmonics to the right. Preserve detail across a wide dynamic range and make the best of a good take with SplitEQ. But sometimes it's all about the details we want removed, like if you loved this guitar part and wish you could rip out the beat it came with. Rebalancing two-track recordings and loops can be a difficult task when the instrumentation makes you feel limited to a certain rhythm or feel. Filtering this sample to highlight the mid-range guitar tone will only make it sound more restricted in the production. But by using SplitEQ, you can filter the drums without everything else. With a way to open up the low pass on the sustained instruments, you can EQ the sample while keeping the percussive hits suppressed. Even using a low fidelity recording, you don't have to settle on presence. By adding some width to the guitar in the tonal upper mid-range, this lead line is now vastly more isolated and upfront than in the original sample. Using this revolutionary technology, integrate the soulful samples you appreciate with confident execution and unprecedented control. Because your mix is your brand, your stamp. Divide and conquer with SplitEQ to overcome recording issues and file sharing nightmares, to service the integrity of good recordings, and to modernize the way you think about production. Everybody talking this and that, they ain't never